Veritone stock just exploded after publishing a single press release, up over 40% after hours. And the question that everyone is asking right now is, can Veritone stock keep going? Because a move like that doesn't just happen for no reason. Something big just dropped, and most investors have no idea what this really means. Now, when I spoke to Veritone's CEO back in August, the stock was about $2. By the end of September, it was $4.70. And today it's set to open at over $8. That is a massive jump. It's not hype, it's data. Now, here's what's wild. Veritone just landed a major contract for its data refinery program, the VDR, with leading hyperscalers. Now, no one knows who they are just yet, but the impact, it's clear. VDR's booking pipeline just doubled to nearly $40 million. It's not speculation, that's a 100% jump in demand. And if you've been watching this company, you know that aiWARE, their AI operating system, is already the backbone of how Veritone scales. But VDR, this could be the growth engine that Wall Street hasn't even priced in yet. In this video, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at that could tell us whether Veritone's rally is just getting started or if it's about to stall out. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Rick Orford. I've been trading since 1999, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. That's a good thing. I'm here to break down the numbers so retail investors like us can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/RickO to get your 10 stock picks right now. So, can Veritone really ride this wave to profitability, or are we staring at just another AI stock that just got a little ahead of itself? Well, let's get into it. Veritone is the creator of one of the world's first AI operating systems, and their mission, it's simple. Harness AI to make businesses and society smarter and more empowered. Now, that's a pretty bold mission, and it's one that's starting to turn heads. At the core of Veritone's business is aiWARE. This is a highly flexible AI-powered operating system that lets organizations customize their workflows with their best-in-class cognitive engines. It integrates generative AI, vision tools, speech and audio tools, biometrics, as well as others, all into one cohesive ecosystem. Now, aiWARE powers applications across commercial and public sectors, and because it runs on an open architecture, new AI models and workflows can now be seamlessly integrated, making the platform smarter over time. That means it doesn't just age well, it actually improves the longer it's used. Think of it as AI that's learning as you work. Then there's the Veritone Data Refinery, or the VDR, which is said to transform raw data into AI-ready tokens to power cognitive and generative AI models. Clients can license enriched data, train their own AI models, or even deploy tokens into their own systems securely. And here's the kicker. This isn't about selling AI tools. It's about owning the data layer that fuels them. Okay, so enough with the introductions. Let's get to the juicy part, the stock price. When I spoke to Veritone's CEO, Ryan Steelberg, back in August, the stock was trading around $2. When I covered Veritone at the end of September, the stock was trading at almost $5, $4.70. Yesterday, the stock closed at $5.46. Now, while that growth hasn't been a straight line, the overall trajectory remains the same, upward and onward. But that isn't what's impressive here. The stock is set to open up today around $8. That's up over 40% overnight. It's not a rounding error. That, folks, is momentum. And there's a reason for this recent price spike, which I'll cover in a bit, but suffice to say that the news is really big. And trust me, this isn't just a press release pop. There's substance behind this move. Now, if we zoom out a little, the stock has been doing quite well year to date. It's up 66% and 29% in the last 52 weeks. Of course, when the markets open, these values are going to be changing drastically for the better. And that's the thing with these small cap AI plays. Volatility, it cuts both ways. But when it runs hard. But now, what's important today is to identify what's driving the stock price up right now and how it can affect Veritone's future price movement. Because price action always tells a story, and right now, this one's heating up. So with all that out of the way, what is driving Veritone's price higher? And it was recently brought up in my Discord channel, so let's answer the question. On October 14th, the company announced major contract wins for its data refinery or VDR platform. VDR is now slated to be rolled out to leading hyperscalers, making a major step towards large-scale deployment and a wider market adoption. In other words, Veritone just got its foot in the door with some of the biggest players in tech, and that's a massive validation moment. For a company of its size, I say congratulations are in order. When smaller cap AI firms start landing these hyperscaler contracts, that's where the story really starts to begin. Now, for full transparency, I want to break down the news between what we know and what we don't, starting with the latter. Now, the news announcement did not say the exact hyperscalers and developers that will be using VDR. It's likely because they can't say just yet, but we will find out soon enough, maybe even next month when they release their next earnings. So I think you could say that this silence is it's less of a red flag and more of a just wait for it. Speaking of which, I covered Veritone's risks in a recent video, so be sure to check it out if you want more information. Now, let's cover what we do know about the deal. Thanks to the contract wins, Veritone's VDR pipeline, and recent bookings, they've jumped by 100%, but to nearly $40 million against estimates from August in 2025. So demand for VDR is increasing faster than expected, which can potentially have a massive impact on the company's race to profitability. When your pipeline doubles overnight, your future revenue runway just got a whole lot wider. And aside from that, we also have news of the company's preliminary numbers for its 2025 third quarter financials. Revenue is expected to end between $28.5 and $28.7 million, which meets its earlier guidance between $28 and $30 million. If it's true, that will represent a 30% increase from the same quarter of last year. That's some real operational growth, not speculative hype. And even better, the VDR contracts won't likely show up until the fourth quarter results. That means that the third quarter growth is from what the company already had going, which makes it even more impressive. So what does this mean overall? Well, Veritone is proving that they can grow their top line and attract prospects through their new VDR deals. This potent combination gives the company a solid edge in its push towards profitability, while also providing an opportunity to establish its VDR platform in the rapidly growing AI industry. And that is the sweet spot that every AI company wants: real revenue traction and scalable infrastructure. And even before the news, Wall Street rated the stock a moderate buy with a high target price of $25, which I fully expect that these analysts will be reassessing as the company moves towards a more bullish outlook. Because once analysts start adjusting their price targets upwards, that'll trigger the next leg of institutional buying. And that's where volume starts to tell the truth. But what do you think? Can Veritone sustain this momentum? Or do you expect some headwinds to hit sometime soon? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll help others find the video, it supports the channel, and of course you won't miss out on any of my future deep dives. Well, folks, that's it for me today in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.